Dowona Mahama one sembia okekaye say eye wasi ya omochire enkware results na ebaye no oka say eye results no in quote o say eye results no krampo no who ni say results no asa enkra no e de apo bi na twire ye ndisifo ensama mo no omo e ka no na no ana eye wofa kwabena kwache eye keke Wofa keke so ede ensempa etudwa etutubi ede amane eye John Dowona Mahama no no osi wo hu ni say eye John Dowona Mahama de oye ina no eye otan hunu because how say utimi eka say eye enkra results omko twire no ene exams omko twire ne results omunya ye no eye very obvious because enkra ne etwa pa na omutwa pa ne de na say yehema ebetimi aka say enkra no yusu apo ene de twire eka ya akoka say imponu senkra ne kra ekopiem ewo amanone a yebesa rejection because omo results no it doesn't reflect omo enimdia aha Dowona TV follow yen it was YouTube and Facebook baby Dowona TV so enchai na John Dowona Mahama wasi results no omo release ye no obeka ho nsem say wasi results ne kra no enkra no omu ni say enkra no se ne omo si atwa exams no bibi ewom amanfo bi etage ne say sene Mahama esi Canada na se enkra ni yusu apo na ede ekire exams no because intimi empass omu nyina emfa ento aso sa na no ana wofa kwabena kwache ede nsem ebetudwa say saa nsem na John Dowona Mahama eka no onyai saa nsem ne ka because o ye former president okra no wa ben so no anasa wa ban eso no na enkra no omunya aduane ndi baby papa kra no munsanya baby papa enda no mutwe school fees na se ne enkra no ko school free na so munya baby papa da enya aduane pa edia na o former president no obetena ho no ekeka saa nsemu ya na se wanya ade na se otan hunu bi na wo ye ede etia apa no de nkoni enkotie Wofa keke ensem no
atwa exam no ene say omu wiai nem vigilators ema omo kwan ema omo enkra ye de omo tena TV so live ema omo questions ye science and maths quiz enkra omo TV so live calculate solve problems the answer ba me abo omo nsem omo no John Mahama omo nsusu vigilators be ne won invigilator look yati omamu ha asese ye sharp na ye fi ye ni hu nkrofo who mean well for us any omo mean any omo a omo pe bibi nti omo aye frustrated nti no Bible say the ope at the boneno at the pebiare ne aha ye say the wate ne ho no ohwehwe anu yi da na the pebiare ne I cannot imagine na a insult temdidie some me de me ba be ko presec me de ba be ko achimota because akra no ofie no otete no o kire ne say learn to do your independent work suade na nsohwe ba wakwa akotro awetwa menwi ade menkoba apo enti ye won kra omu independent work en kra omu kokotwere SAT any other exams e pass enya high marks na waka to the sense enti omu pass SS exams no so omu do omu results no eko amanoni school e ho no be exposed what level of pain, what level of frustration, what level of hatred is that? And this she any brebi wo ha e drew level bi anaye bayi. Any brebi wo ha no e drew level bi na fa aye bayi na be susum fin na be susum boni and well Ghana fo a mo pe no kore no e so tumi hwe unuanim ka chance now what are you telling us? Say now you need nkra omo brilliant e wo Ghana. Now you need nkra omo timi solve na wonim kane no bebre wo school ye baba ye exam kra no na ne yem hyehye no edbedru say ye baba ye exam ye ontua ne school fees yetimi Ghana ha under John Mahama yetimi bu enkra omo babche exams secondary school for nkra epam omo free classroom ebia sipen ya bu enkra epam omo free classroom because omo ntu omo school fees ye ba be chro exam na nkra huripa efa mpom presec ya presec kra ye krom school and so many other schools enti akra ye dinako school oba be chro exam on tuya school fees onim se beba be pam no anaye mpam no ne registration kra tuya eho abasem. But now we have a government or no say akra no menwine wo wasi registration ho menwi wo BCE registration ho metua ma odada school fees no so e free o ye day student kra na the one hot meal enye se Ghana ha ye heaven o enye se ye nya bibia o enye se ba ye bibia but at least sadie we there abai bon homodin na oye entie sansa results abane ye papa na awofo ani baji na nkoba ase nkra no kotwere exam no wabruchire omo ko school wo Ghana ha ya e na omo atwero wase ya na omo anya the same results papa ya no eya o ya enti wo de there shouldn't be because you are not the president. Because NDC is not governing this country at this time. And the BBI and crack to the extent that they can't even do well in exam. And no one should idea what him. How should you even think like this? And utimi aniwo ni wanim utimi ba bonten eba ka han kra na exam no kra o ma kire no kra no enye hwe ade o kra ba na no mo no how can you think like that o kra ma na no mo tikro o kra ma na Ghana for yam fa ya dwen and you ye na yen hwe nkrofo a genuinely wo mo wa dwen papa here let me just read one we news by 14 January 2014. Nana Jane also Ajma. And I say a friend say Jamama
running mate.
Professor.
Jenano
This story, Jenana 14th January 2014. Yeah, area story. All the 83 senior high schools in the 3 regions of northern Ghana have partially reopened by admitting only final year students. This is 2014 story. The inability of the SHS to admit all students on the reopening day is as a result of the non-payment of 2 terms feeding fee subsidies owed them by the government. Why government here come January 14th, 2014. Why the affected schools include 44 in the northern region, 23 in the upper east region, and 16 in upper west region. In a publication last week, the Daily Graphic reported the possible shutdown of senior high schools in the northern regions following the delay in the payment of their feeding subsidies. Yawahana that no be yete say buffer stock mebwa Minister of Education you release 88 million. Now you enkra ye kan ho asem this time over 1 million. As compared to your mama, pencil and enkra was secondary school now, almost 500,000 no. Because now na secondary school no kono abeye fin. Akrabia obewie JSS wa gogo school. Akrabia obewie kwaman secondary school.
Wofa be free Chichebiase aba tema secondary school.
From Chichebiase
about Solomon she no de ne koy. Solomon Solomon the driver. Solomon we adwuma he ona man shi ano achimota mbadne
ode no ko eno ano okọ meboa enne secondary school kon abeye fin akra bi awia okọ enne o pa akra
ene natna
wunya bi obi ade ne ba ko school enti population na doso na jo Mahama kakra bi mpo wo kra no nyesa wo na initiate ye wo scholarship for 3 northern regions nya wo ba beto so de ntia ye kan se binum ba free senior high school begu na ebinum nyini no the first say ye ma 3 northern regions no senior high school for no scholarship nya jo Mahama na de ba oba beto e efiri nkro apenso but he could not even sustain or manage it one to me and I make publication of Daily Graphic at the amount January 14th, 2014. Koko reference. Ye be a school no. Yes, wo. Form 3 for no kwa no momra. Ade schools ni nyina de ka. Omunye scam fidi enkra no. It has happened in this country. Yet ha challenge kakra bi ba oni atonsa ntrofo agum. Brofo ya omo to the extent say Clement Park and Crawford team kokase emoa ye de ma enkra aduan enso onhwehwemu bia ne mo ni pape the first anya na wotumi mu nti no ani bere adore wo sekra ma ye baye abaye sunsun fin ena tumu nti adepa bia ye wahi bronya anya yie bebe anya yie why
ahomete
why bibi ni wo nsamunti enye wo na
ensei be ko kona de enko go
anase wo hu bibi pa bia efa ho to the extent say enkrofo ma wo mo akọ school akọ mo exam nti no na waka sa aka ho say so mo kwamono ne so mo kwakọ to mo adesua so a ho na ye behunu anim go ase ye beto yeah omo kwamana ne so omo ko ekosua dia ya obi anko fa jo Mahama statement no
o kan ya kan say teacher for no kra omo hwe exams so no nyina no omo nya papa omo gina na nkwala na wiem
nya no no okay say teacher for no na ehye omo kutupa omo wia na me kan say ya say ye maths and science quiz live on TV enkra no ho na omo questions and omo solve enti omo nso so no ya na invigilators bay ena wo ha omo kwa no wia na ya story na meka no menka enwie story of January 14th 2014 no another way or say however the minister of finance and economics has given an assurance that the arrears will be paid within 2 weeks. He assured the public of the commitment of government to provide quality education at all levels of education. Now, Charles President, in an interview with the Daily Graphic, the Northern Regional Chairman of Conference of Heads of Assisted Senior Secondary Schools, Alhaji Tahiru Abdul Ramin Mahama, said the schools were unable to admit both the Form 1 and Form 2 students due to the lack of funds to cater for their feeding. He also said the schools could only resume fully when the feeding subsidies owed them had been paid, adding, "We just can't afford to feed the students, and we have done our best to admit only the Form 3 students for now, since they have an impending exam to write." Yeah, all record how they manage secondary free senior high senior high school in that time ne free nim ne free nim 3 northern regions pena nyawo na ode baaye e wo hodadaada no. This is how you were managing it. Yeah, several times near this answer me bebre entina obi ye na wugina nche na nya wo na wo ye mampani nti bibia enye bibia chese o ye nsem hwe na no asem o kan onza nanado eko kan se enine ke ebesi ne no afi no o twan se your mama ebe congratulating no na so obeji atum se so oji tum se wudi nkugu aya e na obeji atum se wunu anu di nku ni mmebo na waba be ka se ai omonye sa onye sa isan se
election nipa wu mampani na ekum wo mo
ai onne kum wo no anka ho hwe ade enso nya nokre na nado ya ni victory speech na acceptance speech the victory speech of 9th January 20 or they say of 9th December 2020 ya o condemn sa basa ya esi ya ema nipa bi akwa ho kirem ni ade ya enti wo de ensansa wo pentem aka sembone de agu nipa ho finti akwa se bibia emfa mo ya ona TB Joshua so
keke emfa no ntwato
ena afi no ma ba bonten de adwuma BBC ye no ya omo enso ababa ya omo si BBC journalism no afi de omo chese abinchi journalism no omo ye omo descended to omo de just obviously the omo ye na nye mfa ne kwan mu na said the nkeye journalism no yes I near no near yeah on say some of these private investigations be our more to say they announced the any no so no so told our ya on Al Jazeera ni BBC yes and then so ya na koye the kikan twetwese animu ni ade bi abem but unfortunately ni pan TB Joshua and Zonia
no be yin ho ano
and some more canon is not about the doctrine of the church.
Dabi. On one personal name
say no repunk or torture for abortion and any man. But young council mum say